Welcome Survivor! This is going to be another update video for 7 Days to Die. We're now in b177 and I am shooting the head off some zombies. Come on, let me do it. Oh, 5 in a row. Pew. That would have been embarrassing. No, okay, that's nothing to do with what we're going to do. We are going to go through the latest patch notes for the b177 experimental and see what's changed, what's new, what's fixed, and what's been added. And we'll probably take a quick look down the other experimental versions just to highlight any cool features that were added since I made some feature update for the first experimental. We're not unstable yet, unfortunately. Fun Pimps. When are you guys going to release a stable? It's been, what, 6 weeks now? It's about time, or at least tell us why you're not releasing a stable. What is broken? What is not working? What is preventing you from giving us this delicious stable? Ooh, loot. Oh yeah, I'll take these ones. Antibiotics are always good to have. So anyway, hopefully they release a stable really soon, because I think me, like many other people, are really anxious to see the new version. But first up, added, and this is 177 office chair update. Oh, this is one of the most important things. You put this down and you go like, yes, look at this. It looks so much. It's like it's a totally new game. Thank you, Fun Pips. If I didn't have this one, I would not be able to continue playing the game. The new content is just stunning. Well, okay, it does look better. Yeah, it's not that more exciting, I suppose. Writable Storage Box insecure to match textures when Writable Storage Box is downgraded. Okay, I guess that's good. So we have the storage box, writable. I'll write blah blah blah. If I then, let me see if I take out the first one, because that's what it's all about. Oh no, it doesn't say anything. I'm not. Is that what it's supposed to be doing? I don't get it. I don't know what this is supposed to be doing. Can I paint it now? No? So, yeah, I don't get that change at all. If you know what this change means, please let me know, because I don't get it. New gunfire effects for weapons that I've been sharing with others. So yeah, I love the Fun Pimps sometimes. They're very cryptic. You look at it and go like, gunfire effects for weapons that I've been sharing with others. Can I share my weapons? Does that change the gunfire effects? Multiplayer. Anyway, missing tooltip, not so interesting. New icons for new inventory management buttons, and let me see, did they mention anything? They did further down, I believe, but here, a more item button for container inventory. Yes, so this is something that is pretty cool, and I'm going to show you what this is. If you remember the Khaine's backpack buttons, I made a Modlet video for that just recently, a week ago, something like that. So this is something that is really cool, and they've added it finally in vanilla. So no more Khaine's backpack buttons. Remove that Modlet. It does not properly compatible, so remove it. This one gives almost the same functionality. It actually doesn't have all, and I wish to actually make it a little bit better, but let me show you what it does. So we have the salt container, which is now here. It's not this one anymore. The first click here says move items to fill up existing container stacks. So if I do, let me do something like that. I click it once, bam, it will shift over so it fills up. If I click second time, then it will shift out even more all the stacks that you have. So it's sort of like, I don't know what to put it. It's almost similar, but it's like first click, second click. But if I wait, first click, and then I wait a while like I just did, and I click again, nothing happens. It's still considered the first click. So sort of like the first click within 5 seconds or something. But if you double click, you'll get the also create new stacks to move items. So I guess that can be fairly useful. And then you have move all items to loot container. Now this one is actually fairly convenient. This one, of course, you can always take all, just like you could before. So what it's missing is the ability, like the Khaine's backpack buttons had, to lock a number of slots from actually being affected by any of these move commands. So I wish they would add that back or add that in, because a lot of people, they will put their regular equipment up here and then they just want to dump everything else, but you can't do that anymore. You can do the stack thing, but you can't just dump everything except certain locked inventory slots, and that was really useful, I think. But at least I've added some more in vanilla. Create digging animation for crawlers. Oh, that's interesting. Let's see if we can actually okay, so he's bashing. Okay, maybe that's not the easiest way of doing it. Let's go down here, maybe. Let's do this. Let's give myself a crawler. And then okay. Oh, he's bashing downwards. So let me do this. Oh yeah, so he's sort of bashing downwards as opposed to bashing forward. That's pretty nice. At least it sort of looks like he's trying to dig and claw his way down as opposed to sort of just willy-nilly bashing forward. So nice. Okay, that's good. I like that one. Okay, go away, go away. That's not what we want to see. Rusted metal roof material. Okay, that might be good. So let's see if we go in here. Let's do that. Let's find the rusted metal roof. Metal rusty green. Is that the one? What the? Hey, lady. Stop. Stop. Halt. Yeah, that's better. I'm making a video. Thank you very much. Don't disturb. Okay, so I think it's maybe this one. Does this look rusty? Rust black, rust. Maybe this. I think it is the one though. Because this one we had before, and I think that made us green tinge. Okay, that's good. Some more textures is always good. Doesn't hurt. And we have GFX text limit. I have no idea what that is. Let's see if we can see help GFX text limit. Help GFX text limit value set limits 0 to X. Okay, so texture limit. Okay, text GFX text. Right, okay, so it's got to do with a texture limit. I guess it's how much memory is going to be taken. Okay, I guess that'll be useful if you really know what it does and how it works. But okay, we have the move item buttons for container inventory and added remnant house 13. Great, okay, it's a new PI, that doesn't hurt. Now a lot of the changes have been optimized textures. Loot container, commercial texture, furniture, gore, UMA, blah blah blah. And I'm assuming or hoping that this will make the game run better using less RAM. Because I think that was an issue with a lot of people having RAM issues on their graphics card. That it was just not working and then the FPS was just dropping really, really low. So hopefully that helps with that. And now they enabled the visual reflex sight for auto shotguns. Okay, that's good. That one was actually needed. It wasn't working properly before. There's a bunch of other stuff here. Nothing that I really see as maybe the charismatic nature. There's some graphic stuff and everything like that. In the fix, there's a bunch of fixes in here. And maybe some of them are critical. Just nothing that really shows. Spear attack, no. The Molotovs no longer explode when dropped. That's really, really good. A lot of people have that happen. They end up traitors. They accept them, or they don't accept it, and it drops and they start flaming. Fairly painful. But yeah, I think that's actually the majority of the things, which is, yeah, office chair not so interesting. But I think that adding the inventory management buttons, that's really the key one that I like in this update. But let's look back at the previous one. So looking at the 173 changelog, and this one did have a bunch of things in, nothing that was really super interesting. I think the biggest one though was the fix to the random world generation, that it used to only generate quarter maps on dedicated servers, and that was fixed. So from 173 onwards, you actually could run a map generation on a dedicated server and it would work properly. So that was a good fix there. But beyond that, there was a bunch of small things, but nothing that I think was really, really critical. So what about 169? Well, 169 actually had more content, which was a little bit surprising. But if we look at, for instance, we had the HD biker zombie, and let me actually get him in. Biker, and some people liked him, some people didn't like it, but let's put him in here. Definitely different than previously. I sort of like him. It's something that seems a little bit off with him. Not really sure what. Maybe it's the build. It looks a little bit chunky. Maybe she'll be a little bit taller. I don't know. It just struck me as not as intimidating as previously, but not too bad anyway. We also had the new janitor zombie, and let me see if I can actually get one in here. The zombie janitor, which a lot of people think looks like a car mechanic, and I don't necessarily disagree. He looks really good, and I think that this one looks better than the biker personally. The biker has a lot of tattoos and stuff like that, but this one, it looks really nice and distinct. The face and the blood and the hair and everything. Oh, gooey. maybe it does look like a mechanic, I suppose. And another big thing that came in this was that they increased the amount of small animals spawning in the forest and decreased the larger animals, which means that after that 169, we saw a lot more small animals, rabbits, chickens, for instance. We saw less of the big animals, which I think was okay. And they also made that change where you saw all the small game. They will spawn during the day and night, but large game has a really low chance to spawn during daytime. They do spawn during nighttime though, and you saw that as well. Enemy respawn time is reduced in the wasteland, which means they will respawn a lot more frequently. At night, they will respawn immediately. So if you're in the wasteland, you'll keep getting zombies over and over and over again, regardless of how many you kill. So that makes wasteland really, really different from 169 onwards. 169 also had some stamina cost changes, so it was a little bit easier to harvest with iron harvesting tools. You have the bandolier mod, increased reload speed by 50. I thought that one actually was already in there. Maybe was it more previously, but at least after that it's 15. And they made a lot of changes to some small items. And this is something they've highlighted in the past, that they want to try to get rid of some of these items that are not really useful. Like you would find candy tins, and you would need to use those ones to make the candy tin mine. But it was kind of pointless because normally you would just scrap it anyway. So it was just junk things that you would find. And they're starting to remove them actually from the world and just have them craft from well, like they say, different materials rather than just a specific like candy tins, etc. And I think that was good. Another one that I really liked was reduced distance to the backpack after death if no respawn point is set. Meaning that if you die, you don't have a bedroll, then you'll respawn closer to your backpack, so you can go and get it faster. And the final thing was, like we talked about the spawn of the animals. It says large predator animals such as bears and direwolves only spawn at night in the forest. Wolves have a very small chance to spawning in forest during the day, and this is what I showed during my beginner's guide as well. You can get wolves during the daytime, it is very rare, but at nighttime you definitely can see the dire wolves and the bears, so be more careful at night at least. And I think that was really good. Make it more dangerous at night, make it more dangerous in the wasteland to make it really feel differently. The one thing I would like them to add following this is a higher loot stage when you're killing something in the wasteland, for instance, or at night, so that there's a reason for going out at night and killing. Maybe add on 20 points, 10 points, whatever, so that when you go into the wasteland, when you go at night fighting, you actually get better loot as well. It is more dangerous, but you get better loot. I think that would make it worthwhile to go on this nightly loot runs because you would get just better things overall. More danger, might die, but if you survive, you get better loot. But I think let's leave it at that, and hopefully we see this turned into stable on, well, probably not this week, but it would be nice if we got it on Friday or at least Monday the latest, because Fun Pimps, we really need a stable. If you agree with me that we need a stable, comment in the comment section below as well, and please drop a like on the video, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel and you're still watching, what are you waiting for? It's free! I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Ooh, you're so lucky that you're so far. Can't even kill you. Oh, die! Oh well, I think there's a 10 meter. Is this even 10 meters? Maybe it is. Fortunately, we have other weapons. See ya!
Special thanks to the great patrons supporting the channel. If you would like to join the vetted community and support these videos, do follow the Patreon link.